So next up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I'd like to talk about the end of UBW. So
This
we
is
can
going to
talk
be a
about
long topic.
This is going to be a really long topic.
I have a lot to say about
we've
this.
all got our own different versions, haven't we? About what killed it, what the reason why we stopped doing it.
There's 3 reasons why, but I'll go last if that's okay.
Please do, yeah.
That's fine.
Do you want to go first?
I'll happily go
I'll
first.
go second.
First major reason why I stopped doing UBW was injuries.
Understandable.
Simply,
You got
you know,
broken.
it was my back. It was my back. Simple as.
And it was a freak accident, wasn't it?
Right.
the
So
freak
I
accident.
just wanna
The
go.
freak had an accident.
Like straight up, like me and Mark have wrestled for years and years and years and years.
Kinky,
right?
clinky. That's really good cider, isn't it? Isn't that really
nice.
good? For a dry cider, that is stunning.
For those of you who are interested, I'm drinking Blue Moon.
This is what I'm saying. Right, from the very beginning, you versus me was like, and then
And you had good matches, you really did.
we had some really good matches, which is
I
why
think
I
our
feel
seasons-
that our last match
It was just
is
getting going.
so bad. It's bad, man. Because
Before Bounce for Glory, or
it was the one,
which one are you talking about?
the last,
the backbreak, the redemption.
yeah, the backbreaker, the day breaking backdrop of doom.
Because if you watch our season's beating match, mate,
I'll see
Well, you
right,
said to me last night,
right,
like-
let's just talk about a season's beatings match for a second, because that match is absolute fucking gold.
it is so underrated.
It is so good.
People
Like,
don't watch
I
that
saw
show,
the
so-
leg the entire time.
You do the leg drop off the ladder. From the moment that you land, you sell the leg for the rest of the match, and every single bit of offense that Payne does is on the leg. So everything makes sense. So
Storytelling.
Champagne is a dickhead. Everything makes sense. And from you are the babyface fucking. I will not
I'm
die. I
fighting
will not
through
die.
this
I won't-
pain.
You
I'm
do.
fighting
That's,
through
that
this.
senton that you did in every match of your fucking career. You do it on fucking one leg, and it's fucking genius. It's so clever.
And I can tell this winds you up because you don't shuffle in your seat unless something you're really passionate
Because
about comes up.
you wouldn't. Yeah, whenever I say, "Hey, do you want to watch seasons beats?" Oh no, I don't like that at all. It's
Because
like,
I'm so disgraced with my performance, that's why I don't want to watch
it's
it.
one of those. Yeah,
That's
in
fair.
amongst that match.
That's
Because
The money match for that show was me and Johnny. And that was the main
God,
event.
Yeah.
Oh god,
And
yeah.
it was.
What a
Yeah.
Jizzmaster Zero match.
Yeah,
Fucking hell, we'll talk about it.
And the thing is,
Keep
when-
watching this channel,
the
but
thing
guys,
is,
there'll be a fucking
me and
whole
him,
rant about it coming.
me and him were both horrified with that because.
Save it.
Okay,
It's
but
coming.
what I'll say is like just before you go back to you guys is that whenever I watched you guys and I was filming you guys or taking pictures or whatever, you know, it was always easy to watch. It was you work together, you have good chemistry,
One
you
thing
know what you're gonna
I'd
do.
say-
Like it's one of those things where it's like oh you're facing Dave tonight, all right, we don't need to plan anything.
Nah.
Dave-
Okay.
Dave
Yeah.
and I think if you watch all our matches, it's back and forth. We give and we take. We give and
Yeah.
we take. We give and we take.
And that's
Doesn't-
the
it
way
doesn't-
that it's
it doesn't-
always
yeah,
been.
Always been. It doesn't matter who's winning. We give, we take. We give, we take.
Yeah.
We give, we take. That's all it is. So, but then you got injured, and I broke.
I got injured,
Freak accident.
and it was one of those situations where I was like, I still need to win this match. So I need to look strong. So I'm there. I'm trying. I am trying so
We
hard.
talked about this the other night, didn't we, Dan?
And
You
Yeah.
said you should have just let.
The one
Should have just let me
thing-
pin you.
The one thing I didn't say
Should've
about
done.
the one thing I didn't say about that match in a Danny being kind of trying to be funny way is that match made me believe in karma. Because he breaks your back and then he trips over the fucking
Here
top.
it is again. It's another Chronicles, so it must be Mark tripping over the fucking top. There we go. So, injuries is number one. What else?
I mean,
Or is that the main thing?
right. So we're actually talking about Danny. So
No, we're talking about what ended GBW.
are we?
Yes.
Which partly is me, but you need to get there first before I can agree with you.
So, I think like Danny was the like, if we'd have had something to come off of Danny, like something big and something massive, like say for example, say if we'd have taken Swin or Johnny,
Who was going to
to
be
the
me?
Swinny
UBW
was-
title, we'd have literally taken them up there, and you would have taken the belt off of them. We'd have rolled forward, and there would have been no issues
It's
whatsoever.
always going to be the way that I booked it. Swinney beats Danny, Then Swinney gets all his. You remember he lost
It
and
was
lost
Swinney
and
versus
lost and
Johnny,
lost.
right?
So Swinney got all his revenge. Yeah, so he lost to me. He lost to Pete. He lost to this. Blah, 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 blah. He would get all his wins back, and then who's the one person the one loss that matters the most? That was at Salvation. He lost to Johnny.
Yeah.
So Swinney versus Johnny. Prove it.
Number one
That's-
contendership,
that's-
right?
No, that's where Johnny wins the belt.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
It's one of those- and of course,
yeah.
who's the? Everyone was like, "Oh, that's a great idea." Who's the one person who didn't fucking like it?
Pete.
Pete was like, "Fuck it," because you know this is one of those times where Pete may have been right. Swinney had a habit of no showing or
No,
not wanting to wrestle.
the thing is, you need to be reliable in that sense.
Yeah.
And
So if you're going to be the champion, wow.
well, it's better than Sirens.
My back! Oh God, my back! Oh,
There you go.
God damn
Swinney-
you, champagne!
Swinney was booked. To,
Oh, I'm in so much pain. Ah, champagne.
Champagne.
Ah.
Swinney was booked to wrestle at Doomsday.
Sorry.
Was booked to wrestle at Vendetta. Was booked to wrestle at Prove It. Was booked to Retribution. 4 shows he no-showed. Are you going to put the championship on him? For the this is one of those times where Pete goes when he says that goes, "Don't think we should," and you go, "All right." But the fact that I think all of us, 10 years removed, we go, "That storyline's fucking good, though, isn't it?"
Yeah.
Swinbad gets
Yeah.
all his wins back, and then who's the one person he needs to beat? It's Johnny, and he can't beat him.
Yeah, but that's the issue with Swinbad.
But anyway,
You can't rely on him.
Okay.
going
I'll
back to the end.
take it from here because
You were
I.
going last. What about mine, dick?
Oh, have you not been yet?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that
No,
was. I thought
please,
that was
go-
your
no,
rant.
go on, go
No,
ahead.
please. I feel bad otherwise. Please. Please.
I think you should go next because people always say that I killed UBW. So
No, you didn't.
No,
and
Peter
no,
says I
no.
killed
That's
UBW.
bullshit. It's not got nothing to do with what I'm going to say. So you go
Alright,
first.
so, we get to the addiction taping, and Dave takes me to one side. Well, literally, because we have to find a new venue, because you know our original place is underwater, and our second one has a fucking cage around us. We go, okay, we'll go somewhere else then. While we're walking there, Dave,
Avenham Park was always home.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that was
yeah,
right,
yeah.
man. That was
Yeah.
like that was
Totally.
that was, and as lame as this is going to sound, I'll say it. That was our Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
we,
I
we
totally
like,
agree
like,
with that.
Like we look forward to going there, and that was
Dude.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure the URT guys turned around and they were like, right, if Freak versus Goo Boy had been held at the fucking Avon Park,
it would have been match of the decade.
Of all the examples you could have given, like never mind the last man standing, man. Like oh nothing, no, yeah, let's do that one, right?
So, on the way to our new venue, Dave takes me to one side and goes, "Mate, I've got to tell you this. This is my last show." And I just go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Because my back's still hurting and I don't have the passion for this anymore." So I just go, right. And it feels like, you know, we talked about on these Chronicles and the Earth guys have talked about it. It's the you know how I had to convince Max to have one more match.
Yeah.
I then had to say to Dave, so we'll do the Addiction 3-way. I need one more out of you. You've got to do a loser leaves UBW match with Danny or with me, whoever. So we do that. And literally, the moment that Dave says to me, I don't want to do this anymore, I literally go, well, if Dave's doing it, Dave's one of my best mates, and if he's not doing this, I don't want to do this either.
yeah,
I then tell this to Danny, and Danny says the exact same thing. If you two don't want to do it, well, I don't want to do it.
yeah,
Of course, we then turn to Matt, and it's one of those things where we say it's our little clique. You know, it's Pete's mates and our mates. I say to Matt, so I say, I reckon this is the last one, mate. What do you reckon? What do you want to do? So, well, if you guys aren't, because Max always used to get a lift with me. So Max goes, well, if you guys aren't going, I won't be coming. So literally, UBW loses 4 roster members in one shot.
yeah.
But what I say to the guys, because Pete was trying to do his Union Jack gimmick that I fucking detested, and I'd broken Dave at Redemption and just gone, I don't think I want to do this anymore. And also, from my point of view, we did Relentless, and it was so good. And it's about, how do we top this?
Yeah.
How can we possibly top this show? And I was, you remember, I was 28 years old at this point, and I was just like, you know,
Wait, hang on, it was 20 years ago.
you're a massive bellend. So I was at this show in fucking February in Avenham Park in Preston, freezing my arse off, going, I don't think I can do this anymore. But
No.
so what I said to the guys is, look, if you want to keep doing this, do it.
Yeah.
I'll give you the Swimbad's logos, all the names, all of that.
This
right?
is like WCW and WWE again. It's like you can have the tape library, you can have everything, but we're not going to give you the right.
So we do
like,
the addiction taping.
or whatever it was.
And
With
we do-
AOL and WCW. That's exactly what it is.
We do the
Yeah.
addiction taping, right? and you two do your one last match, which is so weird because you tape that and we do the thing where we lift you up on your Dave, we lift you up on your shoulders. It's like, oh, this is so emotional. And at one point you hear me on the film go, guys, don't get too fucking emotional. We've got to do the three-way yet because we take that one first.
So what made me laugh is I'm the champion and I'm holding him up. I was like, all right, Dave, you're up there. I was like,
Dave's here.
You having fun, mate? You good? Yeah.
We do the addiction taping. Now, and this is the bit where someone like Gethins gets really... You know how I've always said he does selective memory. The bit he forgets.
Yeah.
So bear in mind, there's 4 of us. I don't have say over you two, do I? Max maybe, because I give him a lift to the shows. But you two, you have your own fucking choice. You're the fucking champion, Danny. I can't make you go to the shows, or I can't stop you from going to the shows. But Gethin's like, oh, he's your mate, he's your champion. He could have fought the fucking belt to drop it to someone else. I'm sat there going, right, me and Dave physically own the belt. You think I'm going to let fucking Pete take it fucking home with him? Fuck you, right? But between the addiction taping and the Salvation 2010 taping, Crusher J, K-Bar and Swimbar also said I don't want to do this anymore. But
Okay, look at the 3 names you just said, right?
But that's my fault. According to Pete, I killed UBW by taking 7 members of its roster and saying we don't want to do this anymore. But I killed the promotion. Fuck you, Pete.
No, you see,
Fuck
right,
you.
so here's the fucking thing, right? Here's the fucking
Almost
thing,
knocked over
right?
my pint,
right,
lads.
right.
Here we are.
I'm going to open up a fucking can of warpass right now because...
I had one point to make, but I'll save it because that was based on something you said.
Save that
I'll
shit
save it.
because I'm about to go fucking 10, right? From the very start. From the very fucking start of UBW, right? Pete was always going to be a fucking thorn in our side, right? He was always going to be a thorn in our side because he always had that BBW bullshit fucking hanging behind. He always wanted to promote that shit. He always wanted to fucking fire that shit off. Fuck now. UBW made its fucking business by fucking separating it itself from every single other backyard wrestling federation that was going on in that fucking time. It doesn't matter where it was. It doesn't matter whether it was America with the fucking play fucking set in the top, all that fucking bullshit. Doesn't matter. That shit was great, but at the end of the day, we were the best in the UK.
Agreed.
Right? We were the best in the UK. People came to us. People came to see us. Right?
Your favourite.
And then all of a sudden, like, Insano was trying to fucking spiel this fucking bullshit.
What we said before.
Fuck off! Fuck off!
He was such
Fuck
a belly.
off!
He made me feel like shit for breaking it. And I'm sat there going, what the fuck? You did a
Insano, baby!
He did a fucking vertical suplex on K-Bar, and I had to sell it as our face. Oh my god, brain busters! No, he fucked up a vertical suplex because he didn't know how to fucking wrestle. 3 men around this table. How many singles programs did you have with him? None. You? None. Me? 1, and I refused to work with him after that. Fuck that shit. The guy was dangerous.
Let me say this, and this will kill everything in terms of that point, is that you could have done a UBW show and it would have been amazing without any of us there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one of the things I was saving for when David finished. They did a Salvation taping where they had Pete, where they had Liam Styles for reasons, because of course Champagne is there.
For all the shit we give them, they can work.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I totally get that.
So you had Insano, you had Liam Styles, you had Johnny Magnum, you had Craig fucking Wells.
Who the fuck is Chris?
Well, you had this on the general manager's one, you drunken fuck. But also, what did they do when their time of desperation? What did they do? Who did they turn to? You got no Extreme Dave, no Danny Ace, no Max Carnage, no Champagne, no K-Bar, no Crusher J, no Swimbad. Oh, and who will get? Let's get Velo involved. Velo versus Johnny Magnum. Johnny, tell us how you fucking felt about that match. Velo almost fucking killed the guy.
Yep.
And they said the tapings didn't feel right. Who was that? Why was that? Because dickhead here, because let's be honest, this isn't egotistical, this is just a fact. I'm the fucking organiser of UBW. I say, we're doing this on this day, and then we get to that day, and I say, right, Dave, you're facing Danny, go and do it. Dave, I need a promo off you, do it. Danny, I need a promo off you.
Right.
Boom, boom,
So,
boom, boom, boom.
let's
Without
just point-
me there, they do a 3-way match that then they are so embarrassed by, they have to put fucking highlights of it online. Not the full match, it's the highlights.
Let's just point one thing out, right? Let's
fucking
just point
bullshit.
one thing fucking
Fuck
out,
you,
right?
Pete.
At the end of the day, right? Who were the main draws of UBW?
the 3 men sat around this fucking table.
I mean,
But they could have
like,
done a show without us.
Oh,
as well.
easily.
They could have done a show
They
without
could've-
us.
they could've
No
done-
problem
they could've done a
whatsoever. And I'm
fucking
not
order.
arguing that. I'm not arguing
Well, who
that.
do you
What
think-
I am
who are the
turning
main draws?
around and saying is the fact that, like, let's take a look at One Night Stand.
Okay, with where you went at.
Just for example's
Okay,
sake,
so,
right?
Yeah.
Right? No Dave.
Nope.
No
Swim.
fucking Danny.
No,
No.
I think we find Danny was in the main event. Against
Danny
me.
was always in the fucking
So,
main
no-
event.
He wasn't,
no
though, was
Dave.
he?
Well, no.
He wasn't, was it?
One last dance we're talking, yeah? So no Dave,
No.
no Swimbad,
No.
no Crusher J, no Carnage. You've got Johnny Magnum in a 5-minute match. Who gives a shit?
What I'm saying
Half
is,
our roster isn't there.
like,
Your boy Rye.
Union Jack.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Union fucking
You need
Jack.
to say one line. Danny, Danny, you ready for this? The beer on the tarp.
Oh. Oh.
The three of us had to wrestle after Union Jack had done his fucking I'm stone cold! Beer all over the fucking top.
Okay,
so
listen,
whoever takes the
listen,
first bump
listen.
onto that top, sticky top, fuck you, Pete, and your shitty character. Also, just point out, there's only a Union Jack when it's at sea. It's a Union flag, you fucking piece of shit.
Okay, right. The 3 reasons, in my opinion, and I came as an outsider.
Of course.
The 3
No,
reasons why UBW died. All right. Number 1, you brought it up already.
Pete.
No. In all seriousness, because 10 years later, here we are with all of this stuff, and we're still talking about it. So, in all seriousness, the 3 reasons why UBW died. Number 1, the day you said you didn't want to do it anymore. Right, Mark, you brought this up earlier, so I'm not going to talk about that. We spoke about that, right? That was it, because we obviously worked with you a lot. You were obviously a catalyst for a lot of
He was hanging out
huge.
with my mate.
Yeah,
I want to see my mate.
Yeah.
One of the great things about UBW is the social aspect.
Yeah.
So I want to
Yeah.
hang out with you,
I
and
totally
if you're
agree
not
with
going
that.
to be there,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to do as much.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Number
Softly,
2,
I know, but it's the truth.
I take full responsibility for the title picture not being attractive enough to an outside audience, in the sense that my feuds, whatever I had when I had the belt, were not. You talk about booking and stuff, and you talk about how do we get our audience, and how do you maintain an audience. As far as I was working with, I was put with people because they were there.
Dude,
Yeah.
were you the Ultimate Warrior?
I think, well, you said this to me the other day. Yeah, that was the thing.
Do you remember when Ultimate Warrior wins the title from Hogan?
Yeah.
What does he do between losing it to Sergeant Slaughter? Fuck all. Wrestles in 6-man tags.
Yeah.
So my thinking is, right, is Danny Ace beats me for the championship. He has a match with me the next month, my rematch. We have an I Quit match that's brutal. He then has a match the following month, and literally he wrestles Swimbad because I'm tied up with Josh, Pete's tied up with K-Bar, you're tied up with Johnny. Who else is him from his face? Oh, it's Swing, and that's it. And then you go to the dream match, but the dream match happens for the.
We'll talk about this in the season's beatings things with
Of
me and
course we
Johnny.
will, yeah.
But when it comes to the title picture,
When it comes to you know nothing of the crunch. What are you
No,
talking about, crunch?
nothing.
but when it comes to the title picture, it was like, okay, like I said earlier about having the weight on my shoulders and being sort of put in that position and stuff. It wasn't. I didn't have anyone good to work with.
No, God, it's the opposite.
Because
isn't it?
I had the opposite.
You had the fucking cream.
The problem.
Of the crop.
Oh yeah, and the problem, and maybe I wasn't there yet, but the problem was the story didn't. It wasn't worth the attention of the outside audience.
I can understand that one completely.
And if you don't care about your title, which look at the WWE pay-per-views in the 90s, everyone cared about the main event.
Yeah.
The undercards was shit, right? The main event was what mattered.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone cared about the title, but in UBW, who the fuck cared about the title when I got it? No one, right? Yeah, I did my job as champion. Yes, I always gave 100%. Yes, I gave good matches out, but why were they happening?
Season's beatings is a prime example of it, isn't it? I mean, if you
No,
take
Addiction is the best example
Oh
of it.
my God.
Addiction is the best example. Me and Johnny needed to happen because people wanted to see it, right? But Addiction, it happened. It was.
and that's on me. I booked that match. I booked the idea. I had this great idea, which is where both Dave and I would cut the promo on each other, saying, "I don't want the championship. I just want to get to Dave."
And you
/
come
Pain."
to me at this on the day of the taping in the promos and say, "I don't care about the title," and that is it.
And
That
that's-
is what killed it.
Yeah, exactly.
When
It's
the
the
two number
championship
one
doesn't fucking
contenders,
matter.
when the two number
Yeah.
one
Awful.
contenders who are main eventing a show come to the champion and say, "I don't care about the title," and we went with that for a storyline.
that's on
That
me.
is
That's-
what killed UBW.
That's on
Because
me.
why the fuck do
'Cause that
other
was-
people care?
Then that's my idea. I hold my hand up and go, that was my booking idea that I thought was fucking genius at the time. It's a way to insert Payne and Dave into the title picture for one last shot, and then literally, because what we do is we do the ejection three-way, and it's the Payne gets pinned, because that way on the next recall, Dave can go, well, yeah, you won. Didn't pin me, fucker. There's your match. Literally simple booking logic, but the way we got there was so wrong.
But
so
that's the
convoluted.
thing. You're looking for. It's not almost like you're not looking for story. You're looking for excuses for the main event to happen. And it's like, oh yeah, the main event's happening for this reason.
Absolutely.
And that's the worst thing, because if you have a title match, you need to care about it. You need to care about your title match.
Yeah.
You need to care about your title match, and if we don't care about the title, if we're just saying like, oh yeah, we'll be in the main event because of this reason and this, and then you come along and you say, oh yeah, well I don't care about the belt.
Whoa.
You say I don't care about the belt, then what is the fucking point?
Exactly. It's so.
That's your main
stupid
event. You
booking.
build the whole show towards your main event, and then that's it. That's the second reason. The third
the
reason,
third?
the third, location.
Yeah.
Right.
Off of Preston.
Yeah, because being honest, at that time, I know all of us, and I will say this out loud. I don't know about you guys. I was kind of strapped for money.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And at that time, not now, but at that time, it was kind of like, oh man, I got to spend like 70 quid to get there, and I really want to do it. And it wasn't a case of us not wanting to do it. It was just a case of I can't afford this shit anymore.
I was the same.
I
was saying I had to put X amount of fuel in to get me to Preston.
The primary reason why UBW went out of business was because the main event picture, and I will say that, and I'll hold my hands up.
So it's not Foot Gathens, it's more.
No, it's not. It's got nothing to do with Pete.
Wow.
It's got nothing to
You're
do
too
with Pete.
nice.
No,
Fuck
I'm
Pete.
not. No,
He said you anally injected steroids.
and I'll get to that later when we get on to Pete. But believe me, I will go off on one on that. But when I would.
You're too nice.
No. I'm going to be completely.
Yes, you are.
I'm being completely honest here, and people who are our fans of UW who have actually stuck with us through this and are still listening to this shit, like. If you don't care about your main event, then what's the point in watching the show?
You've got a good point there. You really have got a good point.
What is the point?
We
We were looking for reasons to have a main event, and that is bad. That is bad. Imagine, like, you think, and I'm going to collate this to WCW back at and I remember this, Super Brawl in '99.
Super Bowl Saturday?
Yeah.
I don't know!
Super Brawl '99, what was the main event?
Super Bowl, middle of it, so...
Remember your '99 Suck series? And I relate this to UBW very much.
So we're going to have a long pause here while Mark tries to remember, but because
The pay-per-view poster is coming up on your screen right now while Mark is thinking. Right now.
Super Bowl Saturday? Now, I've got a feeling that the Super Bowl '99 it was the Hogan Sting rematch.
Right.
Woohoo!
Why did it happen?
Because of reasons.
There you go.
Because it wasn't a rematch like convoluted finish or anything like that. It happened because it did.
The biggest match WCW ever booked in their I
was going to say we watched it, but I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
No, but think about
and then Virgil. Virgil faced fucking Macho Man.
Honestly,
fuck's sake.
Honestly, think about it at that time. The
Careful
biggest
then.
match
Careful.
the biggest
Don't
match
spill on yourself.
the biggest match WCW booked was Sting versus Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
They built it for a year.
Build.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The build was amazing, everything, and then the match didn't deliver, right? But
Brilliant.
they had the build.
Yep.
People were invested,
People bought that
emotionally
show.
invested in
Yep.
it, right?
Yep.
And then they had their Super Bowl match. Why?
Because of reasons.
Right.
Literally,
That
because
was
it
that was
the
Danny.
top reign.
That was Danny Ace's title reign.
Aye. That's so brutally honest, but I can't disagree with it.
Yeah, that was Danny. Yeah, I won the belt.
Champagne's
fine.
title reign, different story. Fucking ratings through the roof.
And I said this to you before. Once the
So is Max Carnage versus Champagne Sting Hogan? Because people were desperate to see that match, and
No.
no matter what fucking Gethin says, that was the truth.
no,
people were
the addiction
desperate
the
to see that
addiction
match.
three-way was Sting Hogan.
Oh really?
Yeah.
People were desperate to see
Yeah.
the match, but we gave them the bullshit reason to watch
Yeah,
it.
because we'd never done triple threat with us three.
Haven't
I'd feuded with you. I didn't feud with anyone else. I got put in the main event with other people. I got put in the main event with Squimbad. I got put in the main event with Johnny Magnum, and I didn't get put in the main event with you. It was like, okay, who's Danny Ace going to face next? And that was it.
Wow.
UBW died because no one cared about the title, and if you don't care about the title, no one's going to sit through the whole show.
Oh, dude,
That is a
that is
fair fucking point.
11 years later, and I've never thought about that. But the way you tell it there, that is. See, I thought you were going to go with the distribution thing.
No. You put your people in the main event to draw, right?
Yeah,
but if
absolutely.
they're not, if people don't have a reason to be emotionally invested in the product, then what the fuck is the point? And that is why UBW died. It wasn't anything to do with Pete. It wasn't anything to do with your booking. It wasn't anything to do with anything else other than the fact that I didn't have anyone else to work with from an emotionally investable standpoint. And that is why UBW died. Because if someone had had a feud with me in the main event and people had been able to get on board with it, people would have kept watching. And that's how UBW died. And I take full responsibility for that.
I have literally, I don't know about you, Dave, the fact that you can barely keep your eyes open now. I have literally no argument to that whatsoever. That is sound logic. It makes perfect sense. And the fact that you're man enough to admit that, because I would never have said that. I would have said it's because I left and everyone went with me. Like we said before we started this one, I left and everyone went with me. So the guys were able to continue. They realised that without half the roster, they can't do it. And they think, but that is powerful words, old friend. That is powerful stuff. I mean, you're only 26 minutes.
and you can't say anything to that. That's
No,
how
I
it
literally,
is.
I don't have. I don't know about you, Dave. I have literally no counter argument to that whatsoever. Viewers watching this, if you stuck with this for 26 minutes, will you let us know in the comments, please? This one truly matters to me. Will you let us know in the comments if you believe that's the case? Or so basically, viewers, you've been presented with 3 arguments. Which one do you believe? Please, would you let us know?
Let us know,
And
please.
I can't think of a better way to end it. Fucking hell, Danny. You just fucking killed it, mate.